You spoke about stem cells. Now, where are you looking forward to something that is coming in the stem cells industry? Because I'm sure you know a lot more than everyone else. Like what's your take on stem cells?
Yeah, no, stem cells is great. Obviously, I wrote a little book on it. I was a CEO for several years. And it's still one of those biohacks of the future for sure. But in the United States, they obviously don't want us to live to 120 and be healthy. And unfortunately, because the big pharma control everything here. And so every time there's an invention or a procedure that could help a large amount of people with a chronic disease, it's suddenly not allowed. So we have to go outside of the country, and most people can't afford it, right? So
Hmm.
it's limited, but the research is there. Obviously, for the listeners, stem cells are cells that would activate all the bioactive molecules in your body to repair damaged tissue, whether it's bone, whether it's an organ, whether it's a cell, it doesn't matter, right? And so we have stem cells, but as we age, the quantity and quality drastically declines. And so that's why after a while, when we hurt ourselves, we don't heal as good as we were when we were a kid playing around, right? And so that's the quality and quantity of the stem cells that play a different role. So stem cell therapy would be something that brings us as humans beyond our genetic programming, right? Just like hormones at a certain age, 30, 40, 50, menopause, post-menopause, our hormones drastically decline and they get out of balance and we age much quicker. But if we can incorporate bioidentical hormones and stem cells, what we're really doing from a biohacking point of view, we are going beyond our genetic programming. And that's why stem cells are important. When it comes to the future of stem cells, I think we already are there, but they are not allowing us to use it because stem cells would be able to rebuild and re-engineer any organ, any tissue in our body. So we think about people with one kidney, people with diabetes and the pancreas. We're thinking about heart attacks and heart disease, or people that are on the waiting list for a new liver. Really, we can actually take a biopsy of a small piece, a healthy piece of that organ that is sick, right? Whether it's a heart attack, they're still healthy. There's still healthy tissue. The liver has still healthy tissue. The pancreas still healthy tissue. We can take that, put it in a petri dish. We can add the stem cells to it, and then inject it back into our femoral artery, go straight back to the heart, and it will rebuild a whole new heart, right? Because stem cells don't only repair, they re-engineer. So you will get a new heart. And so that is already possible, but they're not doing that to us,
Mm.
right? Because we will continue to be able to repair and re-engineer with stem cells. And I think the future is there, but practically we can't get our hands on it or experience it right now.
Mm. I know a lot of people in the US are traveling to Mexico or they're going to some parts of South America to get it, or Thailand is a
Yeah.
good one as well. And nowadays there's a lot of treatments with exosomes and a lot of interesting things that are going on. But
Yes.
still, I feel like for the average person, stem cells is very expensive. Stem
Mhm.
cells, it will take some time until the average middle class person can afford it and save enough for it. But are there any natural ways or some habits that we can incorporate to improve these stem cells, their mobilization, their all of that?
Yeah, of course. Again, the seven foundations would help.
Yeah,
Um,
everything starts there.
Everything starts over there, but also there are products like supplements that basically are quote unquote precursors to stem cells. So these products will stimulate your own body to produce more stem cells. So those supplements are out there. And then there's things like fasting, right? So intermittent fasting also has shown to stimulate your body to create more stem cells, because if we're fasting and our digestive uh, process is not working right, we clear up so much energy. That's why we know all the benefits of fasting.